Alrighty, welcome back to Eagles TV. We've had once again, we've had a beautiful pre-season cricket training sesh, and for spin bowling, our club has been fortunate enough to receive the services of the fantastic Ray Bright, former Australian Test cricketer, played alongside the great Alan Border, and all these sort of wonderful cricketers from the 70s. Ray, we've had you before. You're back again to coach the boys. What have you found? What has been the most exciting thing about the spin bowling department tonight?
Well, there's so many of them for a start. I mean, quite often there's very few spin bowlers around, but I think we're lucky down this part of the world with a lot of boys from the subcontinent, and there's a natural spin bowling fraternity in there. But I really like their work ethic. They're keen to learn, keen to grasp whatever they can improve, challenge the batters. So I think that the spin bowlers hopefully will cut a sway through the sub-district cricket this year.
Oh, let's hope so, right? It's very, very important. Let's talk about your career for a second, because I did a bit of Googling around, what you got up to. And in 1986, Ray Bright was involved in the famous tied test match played between Australia and India in Chennai. A tied test match, right? Unbelievable. He took 5 wickets in that second innings alongside Greg Matthews as well. Yep. Tell me about that experience. What was it? What were the thoughts in the Australian camp, the Indian camp, when the game ended in a tie? Not a draw, but a tie.
Well, I'm not sure anyone was completely. I'm not sure the scoreboard had a complete grasp of what was going on, and everyone was just. It was so hot for the whole 5 days. I mean, the warm up was just walking on the ground, and that was your actual warm up for the day. But it was a very hard fought match. We'd played India in a series out here previously, and there wasn't much love lost between the two countries. So that started off. Chennai, we were very happy we won the toss, and we batted into the morning of the third day. So, but we set a target, 348, I think it was, on the last day. India played very well. We were behind the 8 ball. I think they only needed about 100 with 5 wickets in hand, or might have been more than that at tea time. But we got a couple of wickets shortly after that. And the match just ebbed and flowed. I think the last 20 overs took 2 hours and 20 minutes, which the umpires weren't very happy with. And I think they had to hold the plane to Hyderabad that night. So there was a few angry airline customers when we got on the plane eventually. But a fantastic match. Unfortunately, there's very little highlights of the whole match. So nowadays that would have been beamed around the world and they'd be showing it non-stop. I mean, we see the old first tied test, the West Indies one versus Australia way back in 60-61. And this is almost forgotten about. But it was a great match. Probably not played in the same spirit that the first test match was. But and that was the start of Australian cricket really, coming to the fore. We'd been struggling for a while. We had a lot of retirees with Chappell, Marsh and Lilly retiring, and then we had the South African Rebel Tour, so we were really decimated, and we're going that bad that to call me back into the test side. So, but that started, and then of course we won the World Cup the next year again back in India. That was the start of some great careers. Merv Hughes had been around for a little while, Craig McDermott, Jeff Marsh, Booney, Dino, of course, and AB holding it all together. So it was a start of a great period of Australian cricket, and fond memories there of India at that particular time.
Fantastic. And just lastly, of course, you've obviously witnessed a whole, generation of Australian spinners. Where do you think Australia's placed after the retirement of Nathan Lyon? Do you think spin bowling is in safe hands, or what's your assessment? Well,
let's hope there might be someone from Endeavour Hills on the horizon. But I think we fell for the trap, remember, after Warney, that we didn't sort of do much about worrying about spin bowling, and then all of a sudden Warney goes. And I think we tried something like 12 spinners in 12 test matches. So it doesn't build confidence in the young spinner. And even Nathan Lyon took 15 or 20 tests to feel confident that he's going to get picked next match. So whoever we do go, and the problem is a lot of states are relying on part-time spinners and relying on medium pace to quick bowlers. So I think we really need to get our thoughts together, who's going to be the next one, and really work on producing the next Nathan Lyon and or Shane Warne.
Or Shane Warne, that's a big name, that one. But look, we'll end it there. Thanks for tuning into Eagles TV. Ray, it's been a pleasure having you at the club. Look more to seeing more of you. And it's bye for now.
No worries
Thank you.
at all. Great to be here.
Thank you.